Ugh.
It stinks.
One of these days I'm not going to be able to stand it anymore.
That's Border Patrol Agent Amber Craig's reaction to the smell of rotten, untreated sewage.
So this is the main river channel where the Tijuana River first crosses the international boundary from Mexico into the United States. It's sunny out right now. We haven't had any storms, and yet there's water flowing here. So if there's water flowing here and it hasn't been raining, then that means that this is basically raw sewage, untreated sewage.
Agents are used to working in this environment.
Fecal coliforms and basically human waste is kind of the generic way to describe it. Very, very high levels. If 10,000, most probable number is the unit that's measured. So 10,000 mpn is the maximum that's recommended for human safety, health safety, recreational exposure. We would see it in the million, 2 million, more than that.
There's supposed to be a system in place that takes this water to a treatment plant.
So if it's coming here, then that's not happening, and that shouldn't happen when it's not raining.
The U.S.-Mexico border runs along this channel, and agents often catch people illegally crossing here.
If there's water flowing, they're getting in it, and it's a hazard to them, and it's a hazard to the agent who has to apprehend them.
And that could cause the spread of bacteria to others in Border Patrol custody, so
Typically, we'll have to hose them off. And that's something it's very new for us now. It's not something that is our area of expertise. As Border Patrol agents, that's not our job. We're not supposed to be decon experts.
the Border Patrol pays contractors to try and keep this channel as clear as possible. They use excavators and heavy construction equipment to move built-up sewage.
Debris, plastics, trash, sewage, it all comes over the border. So it has to be cleaned out on a daily basis. Somebody is sitting just downwind, upwind of this 24 hours a day, here and in other locations. So we're exposed to whatever it is, and we just don't know really what the long-term effects are.
Last year, U.S. Customs and Border Protection commissioned a study to see what was in some of the sewage coming from Mexico.
We're still at the beginning process to try to figure out what is maybe naturally occurring and what is not, and what is going to be a hazard for us as agents working in and around it, and definitely being exposed to it.
There are channels all along the border where sewage regularly comes in from Mexico.
This has been going on forever. It's always been an issue.
The Border Patrol took us to another spot that's known for sewage spills. It was a warm day, and the SUV we were riding in had the air conditioner on. As we approached another drain, the strong stink of rotten sewage started pouring into the vehicle.
We're just exposed to it all the time. Hold on, we got to get that on recycle. That's horrible. Smell it. We're just exposed to it, and so we kind of, it's your job. It's our job. It's what we do. And so we haven't been very good about paying close attention to where we were when our boots melted, or where I was when I got that rash.
The Border Patrol is now paying closer attention. The agency is filling out reports when agents get sick to try and spot trends.
This murky green water smells like raw sewage. It's coming from Mexico, which is just right behind me here.
The Border Patrol has been investing in protective gear for its agents working in the field. That includes things like seat covers for vehicles, charcoal masks, and showers to decontaminate agents.
That's all new. Yeah, we didn't have any of that before, and we didn't really think about it before.
Just last month, U.S. Customs and Border Protection wrapped up another study looking at what was inside the sewage.
We know there are things that are hazardous. We just don't know what exactly they are, how hazardous they are, and what do we need to do to stay away from it, to protect ourselves from it. We'll figure that all out, hopefully with all the testing.
Craig says she's encouraged seeing politicians at the federal, state, and local level calling for the sewage issue to be fixed.
I have never felt so positive as I do today that perhaps we might actually make some progress with minimizing these flows from Mexico.
By studying the sewage, the Border Patrol hopes to better understand what exactly is coming from Mexico. Matt Hoffman, KPBS News.